Hi, everybody. This is a single at 40, which I'm 43 now. But I did a single at 30 video. I guess maybe I was 30, maybe 32, something like that. And so I thought it only appropriate that I do a follow-up, I guess, of what single at 40 looks like. And I can say single at 40 looks like whatever the hell you want it to look like. At 40, me personally, my 40 single looks like I've decided unless something, changes or whatnot, it looks like I figured out that I am, as I've said, a introvert and extremely empathic. So personally, one of the things that I said, one of the choices that you could have is to decide to go it alone, right? You don't have to, it's certain paths that you're made to kind of believe that you have to kind of go down, as you're, getting older and stuff, and pressure put on you to get married and kids and all of that jazz. But like for me, I already did that. So I had 2 kids, did all that. I had a girl and a boy. I have been married and divorced. And so I don't need to do either of the other two. Now I've figured out something. I'll just go ahead and give you this perspective. A lot of pressure and stuff gets put on women, especially women who have like careers. Everything has just kind of been on their career for so long, and then there are men out there basically now trying to make them feel shitty about that decision. Like, oh, now you don't have no husband and you don't have none of this, or you have kids but you ain't got no husband, but you got a career, right? So the thing that you would be lacking, according to them, is you're gonna get old and you're gonna have nobody to take care of you. But statistically, women outlive men. So if you were to get married for that reason, just know that you would be taking care of your husband. More than likely, you would be taking care of your husband until he dies, in which then you will die alone. So with that in mind, you probably should keep that as a factor in your mind, and don't let that thing, like, when I heard it like not long ago, and it kind of made me think, oh God. But then I was like, oh wait. They don't even live longer than us statistically. So more than likely he would die first and I still would be by myself. So I would go through a couple decades more of dealing with this unsightly being, sharing my space and my time and my energy with somebody, and then still, spend my last years, my sickly years alone, have to figure it out anyway. So having a spouse is not necessarily, as far as getting old, having a spouse is that should not be the determining factor of whether you want to have one or not. Just put it to you like that, because you probably would outlive him anyway, which means you'd be taking care of him and then he would die. So but for me, that's not why I came to that decision. I had already came to that decision that I would, I just kind of feel like I would, kind of rather go it alone. Like, I can have company and stuff, like, here and there, or even a tag along if one showed up and, wasn't too, was very aware of who I am and what I need, which is space a lot. Then, it'd be great. As long as he ain't stressing me out and giving me strife and stuff. Like, what kind of life is that? Like, not the kind I want. Ugh. If I wanted that, I'd just stayed married. But what I've found with other people who are around my age having these issues, like, it's like, say 30, and you start thinking about, you know, oh, I need to hurry up and get married. Say you did. And my 40s, the people that I know that are like 40 who are married are like in the midst of the chaos, you know, that kind of goes along with that. And then it's just kind of this up in the air thing of how long will it last, and then how old will they be when they get divorced? And then, what, you gonna start over at 50? Yeah, at 60? You know, like, I don't know. But for me personally, I figured out kind of a lot about who I am. You know, I've had my own space and stuff, and I had got the opportunity to live on my own, meaning without the kids and stuff. Like, my daughter and my son had moved with their dad in Texas, and so I actually kind of got to have some time alone. It was just me living in my own space, my own place, and all that. And which is how I discovered those things about me, like, you know, why I take issue with people so much. Like, I always thought that I was an alien or something, but it really was. I was just an empath. And there's a bunch of people like me. There's a bunch of people like me. I am not alone. You know, I'm overly affected by other people's energy, and it drains me. And so I require a lot of time to kind of like recharge my batteries and stuff, like by myself. And there's a bunch of people like me. It's like a whole thing. I wish I had known that when I was younger, but whatever. Better late than never. But I don't think I would have been able to figure that out if I was with someone. I'd have been too busy thinking something's just wrong with a relationship. Why is it just always a problem? Like, even when I was, I even like, you know, got rid of my, like, depression and stuff. Like, it got devoured in that whole, you know, during the whole first early COVID times and stuff. So, like, I'm living a thought process I've never had. Like, I've never been clear-minded as far as that stuff goes. It's just settled in the idea of living and being here and people. I would always call them humans, because I did not, you know, I couldn't relate, and I wasn't, so I didn't feel like I, you know, like fit, you know, with other people. And so I would call them humans. It's kind of insinuating that I'm not one, I guess. I don't know, but it was like this weird thing. And I found out that actually is just like a common term that people use when they're, I think, I don't know if it's just empathic, but people who are just introverts too use that term. First time I heard somebody else say it, and I was like, I thought I was the only person who said that. Fucking humans. Damn humans. Yeah, I thought I was the only person who did that. But no, I have a whole tribe of people just like me who are disgusted with, you know, just the general nature of, you know, humans. So dating at 40 looks like whatever it is that you want it to look like. It's kind of like it's easier to make decisions in that time. You kind of almost past the moment of, like, if you passed up the option of having kids, it's either right now it's like, oh, you know, last chance and actually dangerous, or it's okay, I've decided not to, or you know, that kind of thing. But you know, it's so I guess this is really isn't about dating at 40 or being single at 40. Well, actually, no, it is. Yeah, it's single at 40. Yeah. It's not dating, it's single. It's single at 40. Yeah. And enjoying it. Liking it a lot. I know it seems so weird to people, you know, but it really just isn't, you know. It's like it's a level of selfishness, like selfishness that everyone is supposed to have. It's like, you know, self-love. You know, so you learn to love yourself and appreciate yourself and only, you know, give what you want to. Supposed to having, you know, you be around people all the time and they take from you. Not even meaning to. Sometimes they just take from you. They take your energy, you know, and just kind of drain you of your life force. But I don't know how helpful this video can be. Like my dating, my single at 30 looked different. It was like more advisory and stuff, but like it just looks very different at 40. I look different at 40. Everything's different, but I think it's better. I like my 40 better than I did my 30. You know, my 30s I was sour about my 20s. My 40s I'm just like, wow, oh my God, next is 50s. You know, like, so then it just feels more like, it is what it is. I feel kind of like it is what it is. I'm at the it is what it is phase. But I'm grateful that I got to do the marriage thing and got to do the kids, you know, and that I did get to do all of that. It was kind of not forced on me, but it was involuntary when I did it. But, you know, if it didn't, then like I never would have voluntarily done it. So I'm grateful for the flow of my life and how it kind of got me here. And I feel like a whole lot better, like a lighter. I'm a lot more at peace. I have a lot of, you know, I still watch videos and stuff. I watch YouTube videos and stuff, which I really need to kind of get out of, like, see, because I don't watch news and things like that, but I still watch YouTube videos and stuff, and sometimes I catch things that I wish that I didn't see. But I don't think that hiding from the world is the answer either. So, but it helps my peace, and I gotta do whatever I gotta do to protect my peace, because I need my peace. So, what I say in a summary, single at 40, for me, it is good. For everyone else, maybe it's just like when you were 30. If you want something different, do something different. That's the case. Always. If you want something different, do something different. If you are dating the same type of people, it's the same rules when you were 20. It's where you're looking. It's your purpose. Sometimes your purpose, what you're looking for, is the reason why you're ending up in the same type of stuff. It's like the same person with a different face, because that's where your mental space is when you're looking. Whatever your mental space is, your emotional space is when you're looking for someone, is what you're gonna attract. So if you're angry at someone else and so you go looking for someone, you're gonna find that same person that you were running from, because that's what was in your spirit at the time. The whole purpose of you looking was that person. So you're gonna run into another one of that person. You see? You know, you gotta detox. Allow yourself to detox from people before you move on. Say that because you just move right on into another of the same shit. Yeah, that's about it. Single at 40. That is me.